Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm the Gentleman and welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Pixel Club. Today on the Amiga system that you can see above me, we are going to be playing Arkanoid. And Arkanoid is a game that came from the arcades. It was inspired by Breakout. Breakout was the original version, but we're going to give it a shot on the Amiga to show you what the game was like and what a good conversion it was. But I think for memory's sake, for the member berries, what we want to do is we actually want to have a quick look at the original arcade version first, just to show you what the Amiga version tried to recreate. And this is the original version. I'm using a joystick to play it here. I'll be using a mouse to play the Amiga version, and this is probably going to be a pain in the arse to play using the joystick, but I'm going to give it my best shot. So we have maybe 2 or 3 goes on this. I'm probably not going to do too well. So we've already got a credit loaded. We're hitting fire to start the game, and here we are. We have a little bit of intro where a ship gets blown up. Your little bat thing flies off into some space warp, and here we are. So left and right on the joystick to control, and the fire button does nothing unless you get a laser, and it is really sensitive to be using the joystick for this. The original game, I can't even get a ball. The original game had a spinner, so you know there was a bit of difference in terms of the MiSTer FPGA, what I'm using to play it now, and you know what I would have been using if this was a real arcade machine. On the MiSTer FPGA you can configure this for a spinner, but I don't own a spinner. And that slowed down a little bit. I don't own a spinner, so you know we can't effectively do that. If I could have got the green one, that would have been good, because that's a catch. So we're going to have another go of it, and we're going to hit fire to start again. I could have shown Breakout here, but I really wanted to show this game because this is you know, I suppose the true inspiration of the Amiga versions that we're going to be playing. Even though Breakout is a bat and ball game, you know, this was the one that everyone remembers. But again, dead straight away. Look, I can manage to score 80 points if I'm lucky. This is very hard playing on this joystick. It truly is hard. I'm hoping the experience will be a little bit better when we actually get to the Jesus, I missed again, when we get to the Amiga version. So we're going to have one more go, one more credit in, fire again. You know, let's see whether we can get above 1,000 points, however hard this is going to be. So lots of pressing start. I don't seem to be able to skip that intro, but yeah, 1,000 points is the goal to beat on this arcade machine, recreated on the MiSTer FPGA from Taito. Here we go, we're in here for it. If we get that double ball, lots of them explode. It's pointless though, because I can barely save one ball, and we've got over 1,000 points. So you know, we've done okay for ourselves, but shit sticks. You know, this is hard. Come on. Right, large bat. If we get that. Do we keep the large bat? I wonder. Yeah, no, I didn't keep it. And I managed to split it and get lots of little balls now. Alright, if they get them at the top, they're quite good because they bounce merrily away, as you can see there, and clear themselves. How I managed to keep 2 in play for so long, I don't know. And those 2 in play didn't last very long. So, no more lives left. We've got a lot of work to be doing here. Nope. Damn, come on, and I missed, and I absolutely screwed that up. So 7,320 we have scored on this game. Didn't do well, did not expect to do well. So if you excuse me one moment, and we just have a couple of messages from the adverts we like to do, as we can swap to different platforms now while we swap over to the Amiga, and I'll be right back with you as soon as possible.
Flakiest milk chocolate in the world.
The power of Old Spice. Know it. Feel it. Sense it. The power of Old Spice. The mark of a man.
So this is Arkanoid on the Amiga. Sorry about that lengthy delay there. What you've actually got to do on the MiSTer FPGA is you have to load a new core in, then I've got to load the right configuration for the core, and I do these videos on one single tape because that's what makes my life easier. Sometimes more challenging, but sometimes more easier. So you're in a little world where things take a little bit longer. That's why we've introduced those adverts to give you something to have a look at. Now we are going to be playing on the MiSTer FPGA using that mouse there. So we're going to hit, let me see, 1 to start the game, no, F1 to start the game, there we go. So similar intro to what you've seen before, but look, it's widescreen here at the moment, and I'm hoping to do a little bit better, so please select start round. Okay, I wasn't expecting, I can use left and right to choose a starting round. We're going to start at the beginning. Okay, so round 1 start. Again, I can control the user, and this feels, this feels a little bit better. Yes, look at this. You know, I actually am, I'll say I'm not dead already, but I did die very, very quickly here. I think Arkanoid and the shit. Okay, so the usual pain from the game, the arcade game, is carrying on, but I think Arkanoid is a game that you absolutely love or hate. You know, there's no in between. You know, I've done appallingly bad there at the moment, but we're going to have another go. F1 to start again, and you know, look, come on. Okay, press F1 to start again. There, a little bit different because we're not putting in coins, so we've just got to do the F1 till it gives us a go. Hitting space, no, that didn't get past that. That actually paused the thing, which I'm not trying to do here. And as I say, a little bit jagged this gameplay because we play these fresh. We've not played them before. You know, we're not cheating. We're not putting ourselves in a position to get awesomely good high scores, and unless it's a game that I'm very good at, like Rally X. Right, so again, 80 points scored. So you know, it's kind of in tune with the original that, you know, I'm not doing too well. Okay, what if the laser can be good, but you know, I need to have control of the bat to be able to do this. So if you're looking at the screen, it may look like the Arkanoid logo is actually cut off. If you look at the D on the right hand side, I checked that before we actually got into doing the video. When I positioned everything and I had everything set up for this, it is actually like this. It does cut off on the edge of the screen. So my OCD, it annoys the hell out of me, and the only thing I can think of that might be going on here is on the Amiga you had a power system and you've got an NTS system, so probably on one of the other systems, so I don't even know what version we're playing at the moment, but on one of the other systems the side of the screen may not be cropped. But I think this is a pretty accurate arcade conversion on the Amiga, because my shittiness is actually been transposed and moved really, really well to this platform. You know, I'm just terribly bad. So I've got the slow at the moment, so you know, we'll get a few more points. It would probably make sense if I got the laser, but the problem is the rewards don't stack. So you can get these points, you can get these things to help you out, but they don't stack, and you've then got a problem. So I've now got the C, which is a catch, and that can be an absolute nightmare. That L was a large bat, but you know, look how fast this is moving. So you know, really, I want that another slow. So when you get a slow like that, because it landed and it hit the bat automatically, if you've got a catch, and any benefit that you've currently got automatically disappears. So we can really slow things down by keep going for the S's. And because we've taken a long time, I believe it's because we've taken a long time, we've got enemies on the screen at the moment there as well. So we've got a blue hat guy, we've got a little blue spinner, as we get that catch, because things have started to speed up. And then for some reason I thought it was a great idea to hit this double thing. So what we want is we want to break through the top wall there, and if we can break through the top wall, the ball will happily bounce. It will merrily bounce and hopefully break its way through one of those grey blocks. And if it does that, we're then in a position where it's going to go along the top, and it's going to repeatedly bounce and clear a lot of those for us, because it will be trapped in the top area. We'll probably get a bucket load of points. In fact, we got a bucket load of points, you know, for our awful skill at the moment. But notice those grey blocks. Notice those grey blocks. They you know, effectively take multiple hits to get. So, you know, that one there that we've got has taken a few hits, but now I've got the problem of the enemies are coming through. So we don't want that. We don't want to be hit by the enemies. Oh, okay, come on, catch. So I'm panicking now because we're actually doing okay. So this is probably the time to have the laser to clear lots of things. I'm just shooting wildly. I'm shooting like an utter maniac to try and clear. Oh shit, we nearly did it. We nearly cleared a level. I was shooting like an utter maniac to try and clear a level, but you know, we're going to have some kind of miracle to get that brick there. How the hell do I get that one? So 19,900 points. Okay, we got, is that, oh, it missed. Yes, oh my god, it did it. Alright, so this is one of the things. If I can clear that little brick there, that little red brick, and get a ball up there, it should be good for us. But of course I can't do that. But here we are. We're going to start again. So we're going to fire the ball, and with brilliant aim, it's up there, and then we get the laser. So this is where it looks like I'm skillful, but I'm not skillful, and I died. I played that wrong. I should have aimed for that ball. But we're going to give this one more go. This is a good Amiga conversion. This is a fun Amiga conversion. And at least I can do just a little bit better than what I was doing on the arcade machine. So we're hitting F1 on the keyboard to start again. And we have to let this damn story play out. You know, a little bit annoying, but hey ho, you know, at least our gameplay is lasting just a little bit longer here. I do love the MiSTer. Oh no, we will start at level 1. I do love the MiSTer FPGA. I do love the ability to play shitloads of games really badly. I don't actually try and deliberately play really badly. It just happens. How the fuck did I? Never mind, it doesn't matter. I missed, you know, I could say, how the fuck did I miss that? But it doesn't matter. I screwed it up, and you know, that was everything going wrong. So a little bit of bouncing around here. Come on. Let's go. Oh, triple balls, multiple balls. I'm bashing my balls all over the screen. Okay, and what's that? A larger bat. If I could have a bat, and I missed, that would be the length of the screen, that would be awesome. So you've seen me play really badly here. We're going to do one more thing on this particular version of Arkanoid. We're putting another credit in. So come on, game over, another credit. Faster, damn you, faster. Here we go. And wait for this to play out, and then we're going to select level 20. So hopefully we're going to select level 20. Here we go, level 20, there we go. How do we like these apples? And there's golden blocks. What are golden blocks? Okay, golden blocks probably need to be hit 20 million times. Well, that lasted long, didn't it? At least on my first shot, I think I got more than the usual 80 points that I get. Oh shit, this is bad. This is terribly bad. No. There's a reason why I, the gentleman, do not start at level 20, and that is clear. But I hope you've enjoyed Arkanoid. But you know what? Because we've learned how to change videos, and because we can change videos, we are now going to be playing Arkanoid 2. So I need to reach around and get my controller here, which we're going to use to switch games, but we're going to flip to Arkanoid 2 on the Amiga. So, you know, one more brief set of messages, and then we'll be right back with a new game. I'll see you in a moment's time.
Take your taste buds on a culinary journey. After the program, discover the authentic taste of India right here in Britain. House specialities include the lamb McSpicy for £1.39, the McChicken Korma Naan, vegetable samosa, and pineapple sundae. all served by our friendly staff, and all just minutes from this screen. So, for curry in a hurry, pop a dom to
McDonald's restaurant, just around the corner.
So this is Arkanoid 2. You only had one commercial break there because the switch was a lot quicker in terms of I didn't need to load a core, I just needed to reload the configuration in from the core. So we've not played the arcade version of this, but this is another version of Arkanoid, but this was a sequel, Revenge of Doe, and the conversion was by Peter Johnson, and it's by Tato, and it's by Imagine Software as well. So we are using, again, this mouse to play the game on the Amiga. So hitting fire to start, and the animation goes straight in. Notice the upgraded ship, and this time you seem to effectively go into the ship rather than fly around. Enemies, look at this, they've started spawning already at the top of the screen, and I vaguely remember, oh, that went on its own. When you clear a level, you get a choice to move left and right, and left and right will take you to different levels, so you have different paths through the game. I'm sure that's how this was. It's been a long time since I've played this game. It really has. So we're going to do our best as ever. We always do our best, but already you can see that this is much more pleasant for me to play. You know, my skills have not suddenly erupted into the skills of 1,000 horsemen of doom that can actually play the game that all Brits should be playing, games with great skill and, you know, brilliant dexterity. You know, I'm actually doing all right on this, and I promise you I wasn't deliberately on the earlier games, you know, messing about with the gameplay that I was doing. I really wanted to do better. I didn't expect 2 ships. Okay, I absolutely wanted to be doing a little bit better, and it went through the fucking gap. I wanted to be doing better on the arcade version. But I say, this is a sequel to Arkanoid that we're playing. I don't think there was ever a third game. I think this was it. So the grey bricks have been replaced by different grey bricks that have a slightly spicier edge to them that you can see there. Oh, look at this. So with the I forgot with the I missed that. With the multiple balls, you can actually keep those balls on the screen and get a different bonus for your ship below. We need to bear that in mind, and perhaps we should have bore that in mind for the earlier gameplay, and we might have done a little bit different there. But, you know, look at the bricks. The bricks look really pretty here on the grey ones. You know, I like the way that they've changed it just from boring looking bricks to things with ridges, because it indicates things are a little bit different. And your craft as well, you know. Oh shit, the bricks come back. That brick there, the one we've just destroyed, came back. Okay, that's worth remembering to be annoyed about. That bricks can come back. Alright, so I've got a laser. Lasers are good. Lasers are very good. Everybody likes lasers. We can get... Oh, I was trying to get that M. I was trying to get that M to see what the M was, and I completely bugged it up. But lasers have allowed us to do quite well. You know, what's that? 14,000 points that we've got at the moment, and I die. Absolutely fucking typical. And we didn't even get on the high score table. So we're going to give it another go. So Arkanoid 2. I like Arkanoid 2. Now, of the 3 versions that we've played, obviously the arcade version was to show you what it was, and so we're just comparing Arkanoid and Arkanoid 2. You know what? I think I prefer this version. You know, the controls feel just a little bit better. You know, I'm learning things on, you know, a bit of skills that we can use, e.g. not play better. You know, if you've got multiple, it doesn't matter if you collect another bonus, because the other bonus, you know, isn't going to affect the multiple, because all the balls are on the screen at once. I wonder whether we can get that blue double balls and we can actually get another one. I wonder if it allows us to do this. I don't know whether I quite like that brick that effectively appears, but we've got the catch bonus at the moment, so we've got the green bonus for catching to allow us to effectively carefully plot where our ball's going to be. But there's not... Ah, shit. I can't even hit it properly, so there's not going to be too much careful plotting. And look, the level reset, because I had a life back, and the previously vanishing blocks that I had got rid of came back, at least the one on the right hand side. You know, that I wonder whether you actually, when you clear this level, whether you've actually got to clear all the vanishing blocks, because that's going to make it a little bit hard, in my personal opinion. Because if you've got one on the left side and you've got one on the right hand side, yeah, that could be a real ball ache, no pun intended. Okay, I want to try and get this ball at the top, and if I can get it at the top and it can do a lot of bouncing around, you know, we might be okay. Okay, that, I don't know what that M does. I don't know what that other M did as well. But yeah, if I do know, I can see one of them. It seemed to travel through like a missile, you know, a CG Sputnik love missile going through and just clearing everything that was in the way. So if we see M's, we've got to remember to collect M's. So ideally what we want, and I'm not sure whether we've seen it so far on this, is we want the slow ball, and then we want to get the M1. And what is that R that I missed? Okay, there's a laser. Oh, look, I fuck it up. I try and clip the laser. I try and get the laser and just catch the ball here. And no, that didn't go too well. Alright, so while I'm playing this, I'm actually thinking, what are we going to call this video? Because, you know, there are multiple games in here. And, you know, clearly we don't want to call it Space Invaders because we're not playing Space Invaders. And, you know, I think my gut feeling is it needs to be Arkanoid based somehow. But what is going on? Yes, look at that. Look at the power of whatever the hell we're going to call this. I nearly went for the other grey one, but I'm learning. Don't go for things that they're going to get you killed. And shit. Look. Did you see that? That brick moved. Oh, and I died. What are we, 16,000? We didn't make it onto the high score table. We're going to have another go. We have to have another go. We have to get on the high score table. So Arkanoid Revenge of Dough being played on the MiSTer FPGA, recreating the Amiga system. And I say this is just the wonder of emulation, recreated hardware, everything that we have available to us these days. You know, it's hard to say in terms of, you know, how lucky we really are. I don't think we realise how lucky we are. If we had a time machine and we could take the MiSTer FPGA, we could take a computer, we could take anything back in time, apart from the fact that we would be millionaires, us being geeks, us being retro game heads and stuff like this, you know what, we'd probably do something a little bit different and just say, well, you know, you've got a Spectrum, fuck you. I've got everything you could ever own on a Spectrum on this computer, and no, you're not having a go. But, you know, what was that? Oh, I was just looking. Oh, no. Shit. That black one is reduced. Sweet. I've just noticed that it's made my bat smaller. My bat has shrunk. There we go. My bat is a little bit firmer and larger now, so that's good. Alright, so yeah. We would go back in time and say, hey, you know, we've got all these Spectrums, all these Commodores and everything, and no, you can't have a go and just be geeking out with that. We can load everything instantly. We don't need tapes. We don't need floppy drives. We don't need anything like that. But, you know, we don't realise, I think, how lucky we are in terms of, you know, what retro gaming gives us in terms of, you know, all these games at our fingertips. You know, I would have loved to have gone back in the day and had the amount of Spectrum games I've got available to me now. And let's put this in perspective. I used to get a magazine. I died. I used to get a magazine called Your Sinclair. I think it was either, no, Your Spectrum was the first version of it. Your Spectrum, and the first edition, I'm sure that's the title of it, came with a free fold-out Antattack map, and you know, it was a city of Anchester or something like that. Big yellow fold-out map that you get, which was absolutely great. But I don't remember it for that, although that's what I bought because it's probably the thing most people remember it for. What I remember it for is the competition, and obviously you've got to remember, you know, money has changed, things have changed, we're in a different world here. But you could basically win £2,000 worth of Spectrum games. Absolutely awesome. Oh, look at this, what is this? Oh, and I died. Yeah, £2,000 worth of Spectrum games you could win. And, you know, I entered that competition. I never won that competition, but, you know, that would have been the equivalent of, you know, having all these retro games that we have at our fingertips, at our hands, that we just, I don't know, You know, I'm sure we appreciate them, but you know, I think sometimes we take for granted, with all the great skills of the programmers, the developers here that create all these systems that we have, you know, what we have available to us. You know, we are lucky, and it's the great stuff like this that allows me to make this channel. And speaking of this channel has been going for nearly a year now. The first video was in July 2021, and you know, we are nearly 1 year down the line. So I'm being a little bit careful about what we collect here. I'm aware that I don't have really any lives, so I think I just want to blow sort of things up, not blow things up, blow bricks up a little bit. And you know, it's quite hard, it's quite challenging. You know, we've got 1 or 2 more bricks to get, and oh god, oh shit, this is hard. Oh, we did it. So look, those bricks there, you don't have to get rid of them. And look, we've got on the bottom left and right. It's gone left because I didn't decide, but you can choose what way you can go. So here we are. Look, we're on the high score as well. We are on the high score. Can I shoot through that rainbow and get up there? Right. Oh shit, sticks. Look at all those balls. It's raining balls, and yet I managed to lose them all so quickly. Yeah, this is fun. We're not going to get that black one, because that was the reducing one, but that's a missile, I think. Yeah, that's the missile one. And I miss. But look at that, 37,830. We are on the high score table. So we type this in, GPC, and there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed this fun memory lane, this fun trip around Arkanoid. Yes, we didn't see that many levels of it, but honestly, this has been really, really good fun to do, and it's been a delight to show you this. And we looked at the original game, we then looked at the first version of Arkanoid on the Amiga, and we looked at the sequel, which came out by Imagine. It actually came out by a different company, which is a little bit interesting there, no idea why. Anyway, all of you stay safe, all of you take care, all of you enjoy each other, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Would you like to play again?